energy, materials, and financials. And I know a lot of the small to mid cap companies have been outperforming compared to the larger companies on the TSX. Are those smaller companies, are they focused more on energy and materials? Is that where you're seeing a lot of the depreciation come from, or is there another sector that's really taking off right now specifically?
I would say the broader market here has been quite good.
Yeah.
It's not specifically related to those sectors. I think for us, the sector that we've had the most success in this year has been the material space.
Okay.
That's a broad sector. So that would have, your precious metals, your base metals like copper.
Yeah.
It would have uranium, it would have steel, it would have lumber. Like there's a huge subset within that material sector.
Yeah.
But particularly in that kind of precious metals and base metals sector and uraniums, there's been some very good opportunities, some really good risk reward opportunities that we've been able to take advantage of. So that's been a big driver of our own focus and performance. But I think generally across the board, the industrial space has been great. There's been some tech names like Celestica has been a huge win in Canada. Shopify obviously continues to do pretty well. So I don't think it's limited to those sectors, but certainly I think, you've seen some outsized move within those kind of material space. The energy space is different. I think obviously oil kind of being range bound and towards the lower end of the range has put a bit of a dampener on some of those stocks. We're potentially coming into kind of September, October, which traditionally from a gas perspective has been a good time to own some of the energy space. But I think obviously, when you look at oil, there's obviously a lot of macro moving parts, so to speak, with OPEC and some of the conflicts in the Middle East, et cetera, which are making it a little bit more hard to make bets on. Because, from our perspective, anyways, in New Gen, ideally we're trying to not make bets based on stuff that we can't control, like, OPEC or Middle Eastern conflict.
Yes.
We're betting more on specific companies, specific management teams and businesses. So the nice thing for us is we don't have to own the sectors just like the TSX composite is. We can have zero exposure to certain sectors and a little bit more. Now, we're never going to have huge exposure to one sector because that's not what we're trying to accomplish here. But if there's a sector like energy where there's not a lot of individual movement and fundamentals that are causing the daily share price changes, it's more, is oil up or down? We can just avoid that.